Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. Gang, now this is a story time, man. And I'm gonna make some cool points in this video. Now, when I was in high school, 14, 15, I was selling substances that were not necessarily on one accord with the law as far as their legalities, if you know what I'm saying. Weed and all kind of other stuff. But at some point, I was watching Corn. I was watching some adult films, and somehow I stumbled onto this website. Now, mind you, this is 2004 through I was supposed to graduate in '09, but I didn't. So this is 2004 to 2007, right? 5 to 7. So eventually I stumbled onto this website where you could purchase a large amount of Corn DVDs for essentially $1 each. Shipping and handling was like $10 or $12, and I was like, $1? Bet. Now, I got my packages. I got my package, and it was the real deal. They actually sent me more than what I paid for, right? And I began to sell them. Now, people would give me pushback like, bro, these are all white girls. I don't even like white girls. And I'd be like, you don't like white girls. Do you like women? Weirdo. And they'd be like, yeah. So I'll be shaming them or making them feel guilty because I'm black and I'm trying to make money out here. So I'm selling it in school to adults, anybody on the train, on the bus, bussing, selling them $3 each or 3 for the $5. You know what I mean? Uh, Eventually, I would get a new kind of pushback, which would be, bro, I don't even. Um, They'd tell me, and again, I would be like, bro, but it's 3 for the $5. You could sell each of these for $5 each. You can make you some money yourself, bro. So just buy it. So I had a couple angles. So we would shame these people, these weird racists that don't want to watch these beautiful white women get penetrated. And then I would appeal to people's hustler mentality. Now, this is the only time that I actually had to think and I was actually stumped. And I didn't even really want to proceed with this transaction. There was an associate of mine by the name of Paul, and Paul was a very strange individual. Paul was from Trinidad originally. His family moved to New York, but he just moved from Miami. I guess he had been there for like 5 years, so he only really claimed Miami. But he was a tall dude, pretty popular. I always thought he was a goofy. No disrespect to you, Paul, but I mean, everybody's a goofy in high school. But I just thought he was just an oddball, right? He was on the football team, lacrosse, pretty tall dude. The reason that I thought that he was really strange, which I didn't know this was his first time ever smoking, ever, we passed him the blunt, and this man proceeded, the blunt is like this, a regular blunt. This man proceeded to attempt to put the entire blunt down to the cherry in his mouth. Pause. And we were like, hey, what are you doing, Paul? And he was like, what? I'm just trying to get the whole flavor. And we were like, nah, bro, just hit it. The flavor is gonna go in your mouth again. Pause. No diddy. So I just always thought he was strange, because I did not know that was his first time ever smoking, right? So eventually, I proposition Paul like, hey, you want to buy some of my DVDs? I got 1 for the $3 or 3 for the $5, and I proceeded to pull open a whole drawer of this stash. And he looked at me. He was like, "Bruh, you selling corn?" I was like, "Yeah." Just look through them if you want. If you want, bro, I could go leave out the room, smoke me a cigarette, and you could just pop a few in, see which ones you want to buy. Get you a little 5 minute preview. Please don't jerk off in my room because that's nasty. And he was like, "Bruh, I don't watch corn. I get bitches." And I was just like, huh. I never thought of that. Like, I was totally stumped. I didn't have any reply to this because all of these times I've sold these DVDs, even to grown men, which is weird. Buying corn from a teenager when you're a grown man, but it is what it is. I had never gotten that type of pushback. And I started to think, so people who have a lot of activities don't, or you could have so much that you don't even want to touch yourself. Like what? To a DVD? And I began to think because of course at the time I was a virgin. I didn't lose my virginity till I was like 37, right? And it got me thinking, is this why I smoke so much weed? Is this why I pop all these? Is this why everybody does what they do unhealthy in the world? Because they just need a woman? Is this why all women do self-destructive things? Because they just need a loyal man? And the answer is yes. Bro, you need a woman. Even if you've been married for however many years and you drink all your money up and you smoke all these cigarettes and you just need to get hot, well, you already have a female. You just don't like her like that because if you had the right type of woman, bro, she would be able to inspire you to stop for forever because that's one of their functions. That's what they do. If you don't have a natural calling or a natural desire to just get it together, that's not the female for you. You might like her, you might love her, you might have a couple kids with her and all of that. But if if you can't just look at her body like, damn, I need to get it together. I need to do some push-ups. Like I stay in LA, right? And I like thick women. Thick. I stay in LA, I'm not of LA. All these niggas, you want athletes? I don't look, I like people with pussy. I like women, right? More than the average man, probably. But just the women built like athletes are not as attractive to me as somebody that's not built like an athlete. A woman that's thick everywhere. You gotta understand, I moved to Atlanta from Chicago when I was 10. Chicago is the South. All the black women from Chicago are built very much similar to the black women in the South. The white women in the South are built like a lot of them, not all of them. The black women in the South. And so on and so forth, okay? Thick. That's what I like, thick. And if you're not thick, hey man, that's on you. I still love you because you're still watching this video. But at the end of the day, bro, when I go in the street and I start to see women with these booties and these titties and these legs. Now I stay in downtown LA. A lot of these females are built like that whole athletic gym rat body. That doesn't do anything for my penis usually. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But when I go to South Central though, I'm like, oh yes, God is real. Just thick, just unhealthy, just nasty, greasy diets. But it looks good to me. So anyways, my point is, bro, all of these MGTOW, if you don't know what MGTOW means, MGTOW is an acronym for men going their own way, which basically means exactly what it means. Ignore women, focus on your finances, focus on your fitness, and just get it together and ignore women. I think that is absolutely not what I'm ever going to do. Not willingly. That's like, bro, do you know how many men going their own way has been going on for centuries in this country? You know what it was originally called? Prison. Why do you want to live like you're in prison? Why do you want to do push-ups with a book in front of you and turn the page every time? Like, bro, so you want to act like you're in prison, but you're in the world? You don't think that's a bit odd? It's men going their own way. It's men getting in trouble every second in the United States Department of Corrections because they're refusing to be men going their own way. They're putting their lives and their freedom on the line. Some of them, their families, on the line because they reject this whole MGTOW thing. Now, if it works for you, that's weird too. If it doesn't, that's because that's unnatural. That's because women are they're a part of your purpose as a man. A part of your purpose as a man We all have three purposes: our personal purpose, we have our natural purpose, and we have our divine purpose. Okay? What God called you to do, what you think you're supposed to do, and what society needs you to do. Okay, pretty much. So, you not having a woman being a part of a good part of your divine purpose, you cutting that off because of something that you heard somebody on YouTube or somebody that's just has a little bit more money than you, probably not, doesn't even work harder than you, doesn't want to work harder than you, hasn't worked harder than you, doesn't understand your struggles, telling you to just cut off, just go against God commandments to be fruitful and multiply. So you're gonna go to hell for this YouTube, for this man on YouTube or your little friends? Nah, bro, that's because you be. Now, look, everybody needs to understand, yes, as it states in the Bible, do all things with temperance or be temperate in all thy ways or whatever it says. Shout out to the Bible. But, bro, you being MGTOW, you ignoring women for money and for a better body is not temperance, dude. That's extreme. You have everything inside you because you're supposed to serve a woman who is supposed to serve you so you could serve the society so the society could serve you back. And when you take women out of that equation, you become rebellious against God. And if you don't believe in God, sucks to be you, but you just become rebellious against your own genetics. Like, bro, I have a home. Well, yeah, I have a friend. He is he's MGTOW, but he's also odd. He's also in a strange place in his life. Now, I'm not gonna, I was gonna say something about him. I'm not gonna do that because I'm just not gonna do that. I changed my mind. So the thing about it is, if you don't understand the purpose, if you think it's okay for you to just totally isolate yourself from females and only hang out with dudes and focus on self improvement, you've been using women the wrong way the whole time if you've done it at all ever once in your life. You have no understanding what the purpose of a woman is in your life, which means to me that you don't understand what it truly means to be a man. Now, am I saying that if you don't get women, you're not a man? I'm not saying that at all. That would be very ignorant for me to say. If you're not slaying all these thoughts all year and spending, okay, 30% in the gym, 30% at work, 30%, 50% chasing women, 30% sleep. That's not what I'm saying. That's not even 100%. That's too much. And if you cut 50% out, because a lot of you niggas with females are 50% of your life. You spend more time swiping on Tinder and going on Facebook dating and look for females on Snap than actually improving yourself and trying to get an extra income so you could do whatever you actually really need to do. Now, I'm not saying that you always need to be, no. You always need to be chasing a female. I need to work on that. Completing my statements. But, okay, if you're homeless, if you don't have a car, if you don't have the amount of money you need to be able to take care of yourself, you shouldn't be so preoccupied with looking for a female. Even though, yes, when I was homeless, I was still getting at females. Was I focused on that? No, I couldn't even be because I couldn't charge my phone like that. But even when I was on the job, I'm still trying to get out this homeless shelter, and I'm gonna use all the tools that I was blessed with to do so. You feel what I'm saying? So that's different. I had a purpose. But if you don't understand the amount of motivation and inspiration that a woman could give you, bro, you don't like her like that and she doesn't like you like that and she doesn't love you. If you read at a third grade level and she doesn't encourage you to try to get to at least a fifth grade level, she doesn't mess with you like that. She doesn't. If she doesn't say, babe, I just ordered Charlotte's Web off of Amazon. You wanna see if we could get some of these words? If she doesn't do that, she doesn't mess with you. R. Kelly's wife was with him for all them years and didn't encourage him to read above a first grade level. She doesn't love you like that. Floyd Mayweather, I don't know how many kids he has, but if he has at least one child that I know of, You had a baby with a nigga that can't read and didn't encourage him to learn how to read. She didn't love him like that. That's not love. Love is growth. Love is development. Love is healing. And if you don't read better than a fifth grader, you are damaged in some kind of way. If you think that's okay, you need to be healed. That's a fact. It's not my opinion. Bro, if it's kids that are, I'm not going to keep going on that, but at the end of the day, bro, let me just give you a couple examples. I'm going to just leave you. I got my notes because I don't want to ramble too much, but that didn't really help. But at the end of the day, bro, one thing, I made a video a couple months ago, or maybe it was like a month ago, a couple months ago, on why females don't like you doing certain things why females don't want you to seek pleasure outside of them. And I did make a few good points, a few accurate statements, but I really was just angry and I was just trying to take all my anger out on you guys. So I apologize, ladies. But I did do a little bit more research on the evolutionary psychological or evolutionarily psychological evolutionary psychology theory based. I did some more research on the shit, and that research was based on evolutionary psychology. And pretty much what bro was saying was that women are constantly in survival mode. They're scared of expiring. They're scared of running out of resources constantly. They're scared of being attacked. They're scared of not having enough. They're scared of being replaced because they're more so in survival mode because they depend on a man. Okay? And when we could see what happens in the black community, and when women don't have a man, and when they feel like they can't trust a man, they start to take on masculine traits. And a lot of women outside of certain communities, not just the black community, it's all y'all. Then they can see visually, oh damn, I'm not equipped to be a man. I don't function as a man. I know I'm an emotional creature. If I become put into scarcity, then I have to start acting more masculine. And if I act more masculine, then I'm not going to be attractive to a masculine man. Then I'm going to get some weak ass, bitch ass nigga. And then he's going to put me into dangerous situations. So I might as well just be a masculine man because I could trust me more than I could trust a weak ass nigga, or more than I could trust me actually being able to attract that while I'm in a scarcity state of mind. So basically, what I was saying was right, but females don't want you doing stuff just for leisure that doesn't generate any income. Is because they're thinking, bro, how do you have all this time to play video games and be on the phone with your friends and family and do YouTube videos that don't generate any income? You do all of this for 24 hours a week. You could have just made more money. Like, why are you not making more money? Why are you not being great in the world? That scares them. And I was just thinking, I mean, I can't be mad for females being females, but that's just unfortunate that that's what a lot of you guys go through subconsciously. So it's not like they're just these narcissistic creatures and they just want to be the source of your joy and happiness. Some of them are, but a lot of it is because you relaxing and you resting when you're not doing the best that you could do, or even if you are, anything could happen at any time. All the internet could crash, the lights could go out, and you're sitting on the couch playing video games. Nigga, go get some money. Okay? That's what the females are. Bro, the fulfillment that you get when you know all the business is taken care of and you can actually relax with this woman, and this is the actual a part of you, the results of you just being a man and you just handling business, that's cool, bro. That's real cool. And I will go back to the homie, because we've had discussions like this multiple times. Well, I could do that myself. I could cook for myself. I could clean for myself. I could masturbate. I could enjoy my own company. And I could just kick it with the bros. That's that. You obviously haven't experienced what it feels like to come home and think that your girl is going to annoy the shit out of you. But instead, you come home and it smells so good. It smells like, you could smell tacos or whatever you like, red beans and rice, fried chicken, and you didn't even get all the way in the door. She's standing right there, flip flops in hand, gives you a kiss, takes your bag, helps you take off your jacket. You got food, water, a beer, whatever it is you like to drink. And it wasn't as bad as you thought. You thought she was going to come to you with all these problems and it was going to be an issue. But no, she was on the on the phone with one of her little spinster ass friends, crying about how niggas ain't and I was like, bro, I told you, you shouldn't be talking to her because she is going to put her stupid programs in your mind that make her a single woman, and then you're going to start doing that, and then we're going to have problems. So don't talk to her like that because she's single for a reason. She's single because she was talking to a female that was single when she had a man, and she brought that into their household. It's a domino effect. Whatever the case may be, bro, I as much as I love the bros, bro, I don't want to be around you niggas all the time. Yeah, we the three kings, bro. Remember when we used to be broke in high school? Now, my nigga got a Charger, you got a Lexus, I got a Benz. We all got money in the bank. We eating good Chinese food, smoking good weed, drinking Blue Moons and Hennessy. We up. I don't want to do that, bro. I'd rather do that with my woman. That I don't want to be around you niggas like that celebrating and got champagne and I don't. That's gay. Like every maybe 3 times a year, but no, I'd rather celebrate my winnings and my earnings with my woman, laying back, getting some head. That's not all they're for, sex. That's not, but that's a good part of it. That's a big part of it. And that's okay. But besides that, just understanding how inspiring a woman could be, how motivating a woman could be, and just knowing that, okay, on the weekend, I get to get this Hennessy, smoke this gas. Bro, but when you have a female, even if she gets on your nerves, smoking Hennessy and gas is in your bed every night. But it is what it is. It's not what it's not. If you want to be MGTOW, if that actually helps you get your life together, and you could use the time that you have away from pursuing the company of a woman, if you could actually use that, to your benefit, to benefit females, so you could benefit the world, and you actually plan on getting back into the swing of things and actually securing a loyal woman and securing a beautiful woman to share this life with, that's fine. But don't let it consume you. Don't let other men that's running from women tell you not to chase women or not to make yourself available to women. If you're pursuing them, okay, making available, even if you are chasing them, nigga, do it. But just understand, the 3 things that I want you to take away from this video is, well, I'm not going to say the 3. I'm going to just sum it up. A lot of people in the world are jacked up because they don't have that counterpart that was God given. A lot of men are smoking cigarettes and smoking all kind of stuff that they're not supposed to smoke and drinking all kind of stuff they're not supposed to drink. Semen. Because they don't have women, or they don't know how to get a woman, or they just lost their woman, or they got damaged by a woman, or they're not with the right woman. And the same thing goes for the ladies. A lot of you guys are bitter and weird and not better and masculine acting, or what you think is masculine, and bored and depressed and sad and lonely and angry, and have way too many baby daddies. It's because you actually do need a man, and that's okay. This whole MGTOW, I don't need a woman, you sound like, the more you say you don't need a woman, the more I'm convinced that you need a woman or you were born a woman. Because that's just weird. When I was growing up, we were okay with saying, man, I need some I need a woman, bro. I need a girlfriend. Yes, women have said they didn't need a woman. I mean, need a man ever since the 60s or whatever the case may be. But that wasn't the minority saying that. Just FYI. For your information. For all the young people who don't know what that means. We didn't start that foolishness. So, yeah, your life is jacked up because you have the wrong partner or because you don't have a partner at all. I'm just saying partner loosely. You know how I feel about that word. A man or a woman. You got the wrong man or woman, or because you need a man or a woman. Or you just got hurt by a man or a woman, you need to get over it as quickly as possible. The next thing is you need to understand, you need to actually understand the conscious benefits of having that man or a woman. The actual use, the actual function, not just busting gallons of nut all over her booty, fellas, and not just getting all your bills paid and having a nigga that's gonna fight when you walk down the street at night, ladies. No, we're more than that. As men and women are way more than just booties and titties and ass and thighs and lips and throats and booty holes and hands. More. They smell good and stuff, but they're more than that. And if you don't know that, then you had some really bad experiences and you're not in tune with your own feminine or masculine energy as a man or a woman. You're just not. If you don't understand that, you could just do the research. Just think about it. Just meditate on it. What can I use a woman for other than pleasure and getting my heart broken and spending my money and getting validation from? Think about it, bro. I just gave you a lot of reasons that you should have a woman besides all over her face. And then the last thing is, you like I said, you just have to have understanding. No, we don't have the same functions in life. One is not smarter than the other. We have our strengths. We have equal value in life. We're equally important, even though we don't have the same functions. And that's it, bro. It's Aaron Moses on the bang. You the bang. We the bang together, man. Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe. Make sure you comment what you want me to do a video on next, man. Women are not the enemy. Men are the enemy. Black power. Peace, gang.